Give me that stick. Give me this. What are you doing? Give me that. Come here. Okay, ready? Go get it. What do you think you're doing? Give me that. Give me that. She has never shown interest in a stick before, and it finally cooled off this morning, and all of a sudden she just grabbed this stick and started to run around like a maniac with it. Huh?
We're hanging in overtime! We're hanging in overtime! We're hanging in overtime! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1, go!
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Alright, Panther fans, let's go. Game 2, we got the Flyers tonight. Panthers lineup pretty much looks the same, which is good because team pretty much looked the same. Now, one thing I'll get into a little bit here, we just talked about this on the members stream. For those of you who are members or would like to be members, we have a half-hour pregame stream before every Panthers game. And I was noticing the time on ice, and I'm going to bitch. I'm going to complain about it because I think I'd like to see things be a little bit more evened out. So you had Marchand with 20 minutes, which you don't really want to wear him out. And you had guys like Samoskevich with only like 11 minutes. Cunnin and Greer Cunnin was only like 7.5 or 8 minutes. I'd like to see the fourth and third line a little bit more, and the top two lines a little bit less. Maybe that'll even out as we go. But as you guys know, I have to find something to complain about. So that's tonight's. We'll make it a regular feature here, something to complain about. Past that, I also thought maybe Tarasov would get the start tonight. They're giving it to Bob because we have a back-to-back coming up on the 15th and 16th. So I didn't really think Tarasov's first game would be in that back-to-back because that would have Bob playing the first 4 or 5 games. I'd like to see that be a little bit even. You know what I mean? I'm hoping for 54-38. And that's enough, Bob. You need the rest because we are going to need Vezina. We're going to need Vezina Megabub. Bubba? This is Bubba. For those of you who are new, I don't know if you can tell. It's the spitting image. He looks just like him. That's Sergei Bobrovsky. It's Bubba. That's what we call him around here. All right, everybody just unsubscribed. Beautiful. Panthers, doses. All right, so no score after one. Did you notice that? Did you notice how in the pregame I asked for a few more minutes from Luke Cunnin, and then he immediately takes his second penalty in 2 games? Now, that's not something that's going to get you on the ice much more. Meanwhile, the rest of the team, both teams kind of very choppy, a lot of neutral zone play, nothing really going on. Vladar did have one really nice save on Samoskevich, who seems to have the wheels going tonight. Luosterainen is going to kill me. I love the dude. You guys know it. But, buddy, if Maurice is going to insist for whatever reason on Lundell, Luosterainen, and Reinhart instead of Lundell, Luosterainen, and Marchand, Lou, buddy, please, when you have the puck near the net, you have to shoot the puck. Please shoot. You're in the top 6 now. So, other than that, I don't know why they moved off of Marchand with those two. They only were the best line in the playoffs. So I understand Reinhart, up top and all of that. But there's going to be some nights, I said this in the last game, we need our depth scoring. There's going to be some nights when the puck's just not going to go in. So tonight, Philadelphia is doing a really good job of keeping us away from the front of the net. Let's see if we can get things going a little bit better and move on to the second period. All right, so tied at 1 after 2. I'm breathing heavy because Flyers score right there before the period ended. And, of course, I got to lift when we get scored upon. But usually if there's only like 3 minutes left in the period, I'll keep lifting through the rest of the period, see if we get a goal. But we had icing. So I was lifting for quite a bit. Lundell gets a goal on the power play. Very nice. Good to see. Power play has looked good. Okay. And I always complain about Barkov on the power play anyway. I think he's a slow puck mover. So that's not new. You guys have heard that here before. So I like what we got going on. Lundell looks good. Samoskevich got robbed. Vladar is really playing well. He's really kind of being a pain in the ass the way Spencer Knight was the other night. It's not exciting. It's not exciting. There's no hitting. There's no forecheck. Both teams, they're just kind of like out there easy like a Sunday morning. And I hope we don't blow this game. This would be a shitty game. We need to just take these 2 points and put them in the bank. That's 2 more. 1, 2, and 2 points. Beautiful. Okay. Beautiful. Nice start. Like somebody at the end of the stream here said, you can take the Barkov and Tkachuk off the ice, but you can't take the Paul Maurice off the ice. And I think we're in for a long season in the sense that I don't think there's going to be a lot of 6-1 victories where we just cruise. I think what I'm seeing on the ice right now is energy conservation. I think that Kulikov left the game. The injuries, it's just like you can every game, right? Now I know in the last game, the guys that got injured came back in, right? Rodriguez, right? Okay, and Greer didn't even leave when he got speared in the nuts. But tonight, Kulikov, and didn't mention it because I was hoping maybe he'd come back, but he slammed into the boards. He was either a separated shoulder and he was holding his arm up, or he was holding his hand because he was in a lot of pain, did not come back. Balinskis is suitable, so as long as Kulikov is back at some point, let him rest. He's old like me. What did we see on the ice? Bubba, good job, Bubba. Good job. You didn't have a lot of work to do tonight. I don't think Philadelphia had 20 shots again. It might have been 20. Last I saw was like 34-19. So this is the same duplication of results and technique. It's the same. And I'm not saying we don't need Tkachuk and Barkov. I'm saying that for the regular season, it's the same. Lundell, Luosterainen, and Reinhart, they may not score any goals this year, but they're probably not going to allow any goals either. Reinhart had a breakaway. He missed. Marchand got the game-winning goal. Then he also had a breakaway. He missed. They were all shooting high on Vladar, who played really well. The Marchand shot was a perfectly placed shot over the shoulder, and nobody was really going to be able to stop that. Line by line, so that line, they're going to play a lot of defense. Luosterainen did have one episode sequence where he came around. He came around the behind the net and tried to bank it off of Lundell's skate, who was standing there. So if he's going to use his speed and power that way, okay, but we're not going to get a lot of goals out of that line. They're going to play solid defense, which is fine. Okay. The Bennett Marchand line, that looked pretty good for Higgy. Wasn't as active tonight as he was the other nights. And third line, again, same deal. Rodriguez looks good. Samoskevich is out there. I don't know how much ice time that group is getting, but you can definitely tell that they're using their speed. And the fourth line, not in a bad way, but they were kind of invisible tonight. I don't even know if the fourth line played 2 minutes. They probably played closer to 8, but I don't think, other than the time when Kunin took a penalty, I don't remember calling Kunin or Greer or Gadjevic's name at all tonight. So if they're invisible, they're not allowing goals. So there's that. Defense looks crisp and clean. Kulikov, hate to see him go down, but he's like 34 and has played a lot of hockey. So, I mean, even if it's a separated shoulder and he's out for a month or 6 weeks, let Balinskis play. He deserves to play sometime, and we'll be fine. We're not gonna, as long as Kulikov is back for the playoffs, we're fine. And Bubba looked like Bubba. There was one save that he didn't make, and it looked like it was a miraculous save. Yawning wide open net. I forget who the Flyer was. And Bob does the splits to come back, and he does get to the post, but the Philadelphia player just completely missed the net wide of even the post. But it all happened so fast that it looked like this insane bobbery. So the crowd was chanting Bobby, 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 and of course the dude missed the net. So there's that. But Bob looked good. He flashed the leather a couple of times. And I think this is what you're going to see a lot this year. The puck's not always going to go in the back of the net, right? When we get the depth scoring, that's going to be good. But we've definitely leaned into playing even tighter defense, but without the heavy forecheck. Like, we're not going to go out there and expend a bunch of energy with the heavy forecheck, with hitting. I don't remember. There was one hit I think I might have seen tonight. I think Bennett laid a hit. There was a couple hits, but nothing really going on out there, which is fine. Save your bodies, you know what I mean? But you're just not going to get a ton of goals, because without Barkov and without Tkachuk, I mean, remember, a lot of times they weren't even on the same line. So you're spreading around a lot of talent with those top two. And the Lundell, he got the power play goal tonight. He's definitely taken the step in terms of thinking offense. He might actually be thinking offense just a little bit more than Barkov would, which is good. Reinhardt looks pretty much like his normal self, but Luosterainen, I don't want to split those guys up. We just got to get Luosterainen thinking offense a little bit more. Take the shot, man. You're right there at the corner of the net. See if you can roof it over the goalie's head. Get something going in front. But he'll get there. All right, that's it. Thank you all for coming to the streams. Really, genuinely appreciate that. We've been getting a lot of donations, and we could not do this. We could not do this without all of your help. Now, in the live streams, what I do is I leave a pinned comment. If you look at the chat replay, it's a link to give through the GoFundMe in case you're wanting to donate and you don't want YouTube to take the 30%. When you guys super chat, they take 30%. So the GoFundMe link is there, and that way we get all the money that you guys are trying to get to us. Other than that, I'll be live tomorrow at noon for the regular podcast, and then Saturday, I won't be doing the noon live Saturday, but I will have the members live. For those of you who are members, I do a live stream 1/2 hour before face-off on every Panther game, and we stream the games here as well. So that's it. I think I mentioned everything I wanted to mention. I didn't win the lottery. I didn't go fishing. I hope you guys enjoyed the intro. Leia, as you know, is my new dog. She came with the fiance, and she's never showed any interest at all in sticks. Never. And you guys know from watching Fluffy over the years, he loved his sticks. And the intro that you guys watched today was from what happened today. She just out of nowhere today just ran like she was racing with another dog that wasn't there. You see what I'm saying? She just ran and bolted to get this stick that's been in the yard for months that she's not touched. She ran out there and she grabbed it, and she started doing exactly what Fluffy would do with it. She's flipping it up in the air and grabbing it and chasing. And so I recorded some of what happened afterwards. But I was in such shock because she's never shown any interest at all with sticks like Fluffy did. And then today, it was really weird. It was really weird. She just all of a sudden just like decided she was in love with this stick and wanted to play with it just like he did. So, all right, that'll do it.